welcome back to Levi Stadium. This is 49ers Cal High Sports. Adobe helps us bring you stories of athletes performing at their peak each week.
Tonight we meet Aidan Mahaney. The Campolindo guard has a long history of winning, but his season was cut short last year. Now Aidan has set his sights on completing what last year's team started. Talk with Aidan Mahaney and you will find out very quickly this Campolindo junior guard is a winner.
Wherever I go, my goal is to win. I think I've won it elementary school level, middle school level, and now high school level, and along with AAU. So that's been huge for me, is I want to be remembered as a winner. And when we came in, we had one goal in mind, and my goal before the season was state championship, and people were looking at me crazy, and I said, no, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm going to put in all the hours for. I'd be in the gym at school, before school. I'd stay late after practice, go shoot after. It was a lot of work that went into it, but confidence was there. I really believe that we could have done it.
The Cougars won a state title in 2019. Mahaney was just a freshman in that game, leading his team with 19 points and 9 rebounds. Mahaney will accept nothing less than a win in the final game of each season.
Even if you look at this year, I told my seniors right before the season started, I told my brother and 2 seniors who I was really close to, I said, we're not ending the season unless it's a ring. So that was really big for me, and it's just that confidence that you gain, which comes from working out a bunch and putting in the time.
This past spring, the Cougars won the NorCal title and were looking forward to a shot at a second straight state title. But then the coronavirus hit, and the players had to wait anxiously on whether the state games would be played or not.
It was really one of the toughest basketball experiences I've had, if not the toughest. You lose a lot of hard games, but what really stuck with me is I'd rather lose that game than not play it at all. And it's just something about knowing that it's your last game and giving it your all. I think at De La Salle, if I knew that was going to be my last game, obviously I wouldn't have changed anything I did during the game, but just after the game, just embracing my teammates and stuff. So I was in English class, and I looked down at my phone because I knew the announcement was coming out, and I saw it, and I just got up and I walked out, and I was just like, man, after all these hours and stuff, this is how I'm gonna have to send my seniors out and my brother, who I've been playing with for forever, and that's gonna be the last game that we're ever gonna play together. So that really just hurt me, and I think it hurt a lot of our guys, but I think that also is going to put a really big chip on our shoulder for this season.
This season, the Cougars have many of their top players back. The season will be delayed and played in the spring, but Aidan just wants to play. He doesn't care when. In the meantime, he continues to work hard in the gym and in the weight room, doing all he can to get better for when he can finally get back on the court and compete.
It's a big statement this year for us, and I think you're going to come out this year and you're going to see a Campo team that's hungry and that felt like we should have had more last year.
Aidan is one of the very best players in the class of 2022. He gets lots of attention from college coaches all around the country.
June 15th was the day that they could start calling, and that was a crazy day. I got 2 calls at midnight from St. Mary's and Cal. I get up the next morning, I go on a run. I was out in Oregon at the time with one of my buddies. So I get up in Oregon, go on a run, work out, come home, take a nap, wake up with 20 missed calls. So I get schools from the East Coast, Midwest, and then California and the West Coast. So it was really a great experience, and it kind of was just this is what you build up for coaches to really take interest in what you do in your game. So that was big for me, but I'd really just like to get back out on the court. There are some schools that just say, we want to see you a couple more times, and I really hope that I get the opportunity to let them see me so that they can see what type of player I am.
Aidan's work ethic is legendary. He says it all starts with his dad.
My dad is a internet analyst, and it really inspires me. I get up for my 6 a.m. workouts, and he's been up since 4. He drives to the city at 3:30, and on regular work days he travels to different countries, different continents even. So really just seeing what he's willing to do really just pushes me to further myself and get better every day.
In this age of social media, Aidan gets lots of attention online. While this can be really flattering, Aidan tries to keep it all in perspective.
For me, I think it's pretty cool, but at the same time, the ones that matter to me are the wins. So I remember there was one I made a move or something in the first game of last season, made a kid fall, made the layup, really cool, went a little viral in the Bay Area or whatever, and we lost the game. So that's kind of what stuck with me is, you know, it was really cool and I thought it was a great move or whatever, but at the end of the day, what the scoreboard shows is what matters. So, I mean, that's really what I care about at the end of the day.
Aidan credits his mom for staying grounded, keeping classwork as a priority, and making sure he does his part with the family chores. So you still take out the garbage and that kind of stuff?
I do, yes. My dishes, garbage, and car wash and everything. I still try to be as normal as possible.
So Aidan will work so he can win. This year, any championship would come at the end of June. Aidan is willing to wait. It's all part of his ultimate goal.
Get back there, win it again. That's the goal. There's no other goals for me. I mean, sure, it'd be nice to win some stuff, but at the end of the day, it's a ring on the finger. I mean, my goal is to go, I've said this from the beginning, right when I was in 8th grade, go into Campo. I want to leave with 4 rings on my fingers, so that's the goal.
Aidan says recruiting is rough with the virus limiting contact with coaches, but with a top GPA and all his skills, he'll be able to choose from some really great colleges. He's a terrific guy. I really enjoyed spending time with him, and I know he's going to do really well.
And he's so fun to watch. I remember him in the state title game 2 years ago, and he just went off. He was so great.
Yep, he has a lot of fun.
He does.